Republic as we are celebrating our Independence Day. And you can't actually, finish the celebration without having special guests. All through today, we have promised to our viewers that we'll be connecting to very special guests. And I have one such special lady joining me on the broadcast. As I say, good morning to Shruti. She's the wife of Colonel Rajiv Sharma, founder, also a writer, poet at ImlliAdrakee. And before we get started, Shruti, with the conversation here, I want the viewers to get a sense of what Shruti feels, what's in her heart. She has put together, viewers, this beautiful tribute for our brave hearts at the Siachen. We listen into this, Shruti, and then I come to you.
Sure.
महीनों हो गए साहब, न चिड़िया सुनी है न चहक, न फूल सूंघे हैं न महक। बेशर्म दिन भी आते हैं तो निकलने का नाम नहीं लेते हैं। अंधेरे से गहरे सफेद सपने रात को सोने नहीं देते हैं। सियाचिन के सीने पर बंदूक की गर्मी सेक रहा हूँ। महीनों से रंगों का प्यासा मैं सिर्फ सफेदी देख रहा हूँ। ठिठुरती हिम्मत को कंबल ओढ़ के जुटाता हूँ। हाँ, मैं बीवी से ज्यादा बर्फ के नखरे उठाता हूँ। कम पड़ जाए तो आज फिर कुछ सांसें उधार लूंगा। इसी बहाने मैं थोड़ा देश और सुधार लूंगा। दुश्मन की गोली कच्चे आम की खट्टी है पर चबा जाते हैं। दर्द को दोस्त बनाकर साहब हम दुश्मनी निभा जाते हैं। हिरायत है, हिरायत है, घर लौटने की भूख है। ठंडे पेट में बस अब बच्चों को देखने की भूख है। पर न मन हारा हूँ न हिम्मत में, जानता हूँ अपने वजूद की कीमत में। बर्फ की रानी के तेवर तीखे, पर मुझे सफेदी में भी बस तिरंगा ही दिखे। चुनौतियों की दावत में दैनिक हूँ साहब, मैं सैनिक हूँ, मैं सैनिक हूँ, मैं सैनिक हूँ। पर एक दिन गले में चांद और सर पर गुमान पहन के निकलूंगा। आंखों में घर लौटने का अरमान पहन के निकलूंगा। जब सुबह होगी तो पूरा का पूरा सूरज मेरा होगा। तब तक इन बर्फीली रातों का एहसान पहन के निकलूंगा। सियाचिन।
I think beautiful, Shruti, and like this, once more, ek baar fir, I'm sure our viewers are going to say that and we'll replay that so many times again today. But Shruti, aise Indians ko na emotional nahi kaha jata, like they say. I mean, there is something so strong, I think, in the way we are brought up, in the way we deal with things. And I think it's a class apart. It's a class apart for any soldier to be fighting for India, to be laying down his life for the country, to be forgetting everything, Shruti. How did you think of this tribute? What is behind this?
So, Dipti, firstly, thank you for this opportunity. I'm wishing everyone a very, very happy Independence Day. It's a great honor to be on Republic on this particular day. I'll never forget this. Thank you so much for playing the poetry. So I think the question is very just, and I would like to start that I am a proud army wife. My husband's name is Colonel Rajiv Sharma, who's posted in field right now. And so he himself had never been posted to Siachen though, but माहौल ऐसा रहता है हमारे घर में हमेशा के लोग आते जाते रहते हैं, हम कहानियां सुनते रहते हैं चाय पे पकौड़ों पे. We always hear stories of people, of soldiers, of jawans who have been staying there and 6-6 महीने रहते हैं, and we always wonder कि कैसे होता होगा. So I remember like there was one officer who had come to our place and he said कि मैम ना पता ही नहीं चलता 5 बजते हैं तो सुबह के 5 बजे शाम के 5 बजे क्या फर्क पड़ता है, हम बैठे रहते हैं. So there's such stories and they take it so casually when you actually think about minus 30 degrees. It's insane to even think about sitting there for so many months and actually and you're doing it for this bunch of people who are right at the back backing you. So wo jazba hi alag hota hai, I think. So I think Dipti, that stirred me, and I think this poetry just flowed. Like I can't really say ke kahan aayi, kaise aayi, but the poetry just flowed. So I'm fortunate I could.
Shruti, you're still not telling us the secret, but my purpose of having this conversation with you is to, get that secret out. But, Shruti, we hear these so many moving tributes, that people write, people think about, because, you yourself are related to someone who's serving in the army. This is not a story for you. You live this life. It's a way of life. How is this way of life different? How does this change you as a person? How does this affect you as a person?
Absolutely, because I got married 13 years ago, and I come from a complete civil background. So coming to getting when you marry an army officer, you don't marry a single person. You marry the entire organization. You accept their norms and their traditions, and it so happens that all this grow on you. After a point, you start taking pride in who you are really. So and it's amazing, like even your friends, your family, your relatives, your support system just come and stand with you, and they wonder कि यार तुम कैसे रह लेते हो, अकेले कैसे रह लेते हो. Like I must say that every army wife, what she braves and what she really goes through, like I think all of us will not even know 2% of it. From the smallest of problems, so I know army wives who drove themselves down to the hospital when they were in labors. So it's amazing. And I think, Dipti, again, I would say that as you are in the, when in Rome, you act like Roman, ki aap ek baar wo mahol mein aa jate ho, it starts growing on you. And army actually has changed me as a person for good, because I'm a writer. I am a poet. I have been into writing for last 20 years. And every 2 years, we have been shifting our base. And I have seen the real India. It's amazing. I have seen places jahan pe aata nahi milta hai. I have seen places jahan se chai patti lene ke liye 6 kilometer dur jana padta hai. So if you take it positively, it's amazing. You can, they are all stories for me. So I'm really glad about this huge army family I'm part of.
Wow, and it must be so proud, Shruti. And now that I know your secret, that you write and you have, penned about 20 plus poems. Anything else that comes to your mind today? Because I think as a country, if anything unites us, it is this national fervor. You can be anywhere, but on Independence Day, on Republic Day, Shruti, we all come together as one. And I think that in itself is also a large statement on how we as a country also value our forces. So anything else that comes to your mind that you would want to share with us?
I would like to, in fact, narrate a poetry which I have written on India, but Sone Ki Chidiya, jab India nahi tha, jab Sone Ki Chidiya thi. Before that, but I would like to point out one small thing to, I think, all of us, including me, to the fellow Indians, that this poetry, Siachen, is actually, it is written from a point of view of a soldier who is, imagine, just sitting there. Usko na 2 ghante baad, na 2 ghante pehle, there is no other access. There are no cinema halls and there are no malls, and he has no other plans but to just sit there and guard you under minus 30 degrees. So every time we wake up and we say, when hum apne desh ko jab koste hain, imagine that we are part of the country. So hum apne aap ko kos rahe hain. So next time we all have to remember that whenever we are making fun of our own country or criticizing our own country, the reason is us. So if at all, then we have to start changing it, because there is somebody who is sitting there constantly working for you. So we all, ye jazba, I think, or ye gratitude sabke man mein hona chahiye. And I would like to narrate a poetry if you allow me now, Dipti.
Please, Shruti.
सोने की चिड़िया. मेरी प्यारी सोने की चिड़िया, मेरी प्यारी सोने की चिड़िया, इतिहास की सबसे चहेती बिटिया. सुना है तेरे पंखों में इतना बल था कि तेरे पास दुनिया भर के हर पहेली का हल था. धातु सोना मलमल कितना कुछ उगाती, धातु सोना मलमल कितना कुछ उगाती, अपने आज के बल पे तू कल उगाती। मेरी प्यारी सोने की चिड़िया, इतिहास की सबसे चहेती बिटिया। सांसों में समुद्र बहते हैं जिसके, सांसों में समुद्र बहते हैं जिसके, नसों में नदियां है, जंगलों की जुल्फें हैं घनी जिसमें जड़ी खुशबूदार सदियां हैं। नालंदा के पन्नों पन्नों पर तेरी लिखाई थी, नालंदा के पन्नों पन्नों पर तेरी लिखाई थी, चाणक्य को इतनी विद्या तूने कैसे सिखाई थी। ऐश्वर्य और बुद्धिमत्ता का प्रमाण जानी जाती, ऐश्वर्य और बुद्धिमत्ता का प्रमाण जानी जाती, भारतवर्ष के नाम से पूरे ब्रह्मांड में जानी जाती, सिंधु की सहेली, हिमालय की साथी, मेरी प्यारी सोने की चिड़िया, इतिहास की सबसे चहेती बिटिया। थैंक यू।
Beautiful, Shruti, and we are clapping. We are clapping for you. I think it takes a lot of emotion within any poet to be able to pen down such beautiful words, Shruti. And before I let you go, I want to take this opportunity to ask you one little question. The Prime Minister today was also poetic, Shruti. The Prime Minister has recited a beautiful poem. I'm just reading 3 lines of it. He says, "Yahi samay hai, sahi samay hai, Bharat ke liye anmol samay hai," Shruti. As a citizen, yes, as a citizen, as a countryman today, as someone, whose husband is in the forces, as someone who's penned down such a beautiful tribute for our forces in the Siachen, Shruti, how do you look at the overall situation? Because I think it's very, very important for all.
As Indian citizen, we really carry a lot of responsibilities, because I feel हमारी वैश्विक पहचान हमारा देश है, हमारा मोहल्ला नहीं है, हमारा गांव नहीं है, शहर नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. When we go out, we are only known as Indians. So either we are, we are proud of that identity, or otherwise we are looked down on. So ये हमको अगर avoid करना है, तो we have to make sure that, because we all are on social media all the time, we really have to make sure that we are responsible on social media. Especially if the news is negative, if you think that you have to check the news before forwarding, I think we must do that, because you see, smallest of news are affecting many minds, especially our younger generation, who is going to be the future of the nation tomorrow. So we have to make sure, as a responsible citizen, you're absolutely right, like we are in a very participative democracy. So ये नहीं कह सकते कि इन्होंने कुछ नहीं किया, ये है जो भी है, we all have to be part of it. No nation is perfect. No, there's not a single nation in the world which is perfect, but कोशिश करते हैं. I think एक दिन वो वहाँ पहुँचते हैं. कोशिश करना is I think that ये एक अविरल अटल fact है life का. We all have to do it. So as a responsible citizen, I think we all have to be very responsible on social media, is what I personally feel. And talk really positive things, because we need it. We need compassion for each other.
बिल्कुल, कोशिश जरूर.